feel like if you're going to be asked out on a coffee date, just don't go. Like, don't try to convince a man that you're worth a dinner. Yeah, that's what I think. If a guy approached you and said, hey, do you want to take a walk in the park or go to coffee? That's his right. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. I'm sure there is a woman out there willing and wants to. I just feel like, now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I personally would never try to convince a man that I'm worth a dinner. I would just be like, okay, God bless you. I'm not for you.
Man has his right to invite you to a coffee date, and you also have your right to not accept it. And we also have the right to then decide that you're not the one for us because you expect a lot at the beginning instead of just getting to know the person. Yeah, it lets us know all that. So yeah, you have the right to do whatever you want to do. Don't go on coffee dates. Expect expensive, lavish dinners. That's your right. And it's our right to not pick you and know that we have to stay away from you. Everyone has a choice.
When a man asks you to be his girlfriend, it is not a compliment. It is a trap. And I'm about to tell you why. Being a girlfriend in 2025 serves very little benefit to the woman in the situation and a lot of benefit to the man. When you become someone's girlfriend, there is implied loyalty. It is implied that any woman in a relationship is going to be loyal to her partner, which she should be, right? But what do I always talk about? I talk about reciprocity a lot, and there's a reason for that. Because we have been trained as women over the course of centuries to give and give and give and give and give and give and give without receiving even the same in return. And that has to change. Becoming someone's girlfriend sets you up to give of your time, to give of your energy, to give of your effort. Don't move in with him. Now you're cooking. Now you're cleaning. Now you're helping take care of his kids if he has any. And what do you get in return? The title of being his girlfriend. And that's it. That's literally it.
What you're implying is people should just show up and engagement rings should just be handed out without people getting to know each other first. That sounds ridiculous. This process is very important to find these things out. We're just not gonna hand out rings and go to weddings with people we don't know and we haven't taken time to learn about. And these are the dating coaches out there telling you these things. And it's unfortunate that some people run with this stuff like it's the right thing to do. And now we have a bunch of people who cannot cultivate relationships or don't have the patience for it because this is the type of information they are consuming.
See how that's not an equal or an even exchange? Let's think about it like this. You're allowing him to rope you and lock you into a committed relationship without an actual real commitment. What is a real commitment? A commitment is marriage. That's a commitment that's recognized by law, by the government, right? That's a commitment that puts you in a position to make those heavy-hitting decisions. If something were to happen to your person, the doctors would say, well, do you want to keep him on life support, ma'am, or take him off if you're the wife, but not if you're the girlfriend. Think about how much you give in a relationship as a girlfriend and how much you actually get back until he decides the relationship's over. He can walk away from you without any repercussions because remember, you're just his girlfriend. He doesn't even have to pay for an attorney to file paperwork for an actual divorce. He doesn't have to put any work in to leave you. All he has to do is walk out the door. Do not take a man's offer to be his girlfriend as a compliment. Don't take him seriously just because he wants you to be his girlfriend. If he proposes to you and he puts a diamond ring on your finger, that's how you know to take him serious.
Now, you shouldn't need anyone to tell you that you shouldn't be in anything where your partner is not reciprocating the same energy or what you're giving back to him. We've made this point several times. You have to have it. It's a balanced thing. But for you to say you shouldn't be anyone's girlfriend, you might as well say that there shouldn't be a boyfriend-girlfriend period, which sounds like nonsense. I mean, there's a benefit to that. If you take any second and do any kind of research, you would quickly see that. It's not like I needed to do a search because I can quickly myself come up with a few reasons as to why this period is very important between two people who are trying to cultivate a meaningful relationship. Just right off the bat, man, a deeper connection empathy and understanding, for practical support, for improved communication, for growth and opportunity. Those are quick reasons that pop up when you look it up. There is a point to this period between two people. You have to find these things out and find out if you're a match and if this is worth, pursuing, something worth continuing.
Men rated the comments in my last video saying things like, oh, women just expect men to have money and women don't want love anymore, they just want money. This is why there's a male loneliness epidemic, because men are no longer willing or able to provide for women, and they don't see the value of being a provider in a relationship. This is why women don't want them anymore. I explained that to a woman. A man demonstrating that he can add value to her life by providing for her in some way is romance. And there is no romance to women apart from providership in some way. And then I also said that to men, what is romantic is really just staying together through the thick and the thin, through struggle, that she stays with him, that she's the ride or die. And the men who got angry actually proved my point, because they said, well, women just want XYZ and they don't value loyalty anymore and they're all cheaters. Right, so this is why men are so lonely today, because they are, I believe, no longer able, in most cases, because of where the economy is, they're no longer able to provide for women. So they get resentful that women still want to be provided for. That has not changed. It is an innate need of a woman to be provided for in some way. Now, I'm not saying that you have to give her luxury goods, which I think is what comes to mind for some men when you hear providership. But for me, what comes to mind is during the dating stage, there's an aspect of providership that needs to happen in order for a woman to feel romanced. And then there's a marital stage of providership that a woman needs to feel supported, romanced, and that she wants to continue committing to you. In the dating stage, it's simple luxuries, it's little flowers, it's planning dates, it's taking her out to create nice experiences together that make her feel valued. That is the most important thing. Romance is conveyed when a man shows a woman that he values her by taking some kind of action, creating some kind of experience that displays that he values her. That is how romance is created for women. And men, you can argue with me all you want.
Men have never said they don't want to provide. Like, who said this? This has never been a point we've made. Even in all those efforts, it's never enough nowadays. You will still get a woman who will disrespect you if she feels you're not giving her enough, because she's seeing what the next woman is getting on social media and wants to compare herself to that. And then now whatever you're doing for her is not enough. So you still get the resentment either way. It's in a man's nature to provide and take care of a woman if they love them and if they care for them. They don't even have to be in love with the woman. It's just in a man to do that. But when it's not appreciated, all right, and it's looked down upon because it's being compared to what other men have, then it begins to not be an ideal thing for the man to do. And now you see this, where men almost are saying, we don't want to do that. It's not appreciated. You people keep telling us how you making just the same as us and you have the same things and you don't need what we're giving you. This is what brings all this about. It's never been about men not wanting to provide. It's about it not being enough and then now being shamed for that.
He's not making you better. He's not making you better. He is tearing you apart brick by brick. He's tearing you apart emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I'm gonna sit up for this. I'm gonna sit up for this and talk to you straight. I was with this guy and I was in a really good emotional place. When we met, we got together. I thought it was going somewhere. He was stringing me along. I was coming from a place of like, I'm really happy and healthy. But at that stage, when I look back, I wasn't 100% fully within my own right, confident as a woman. And this man had the audacity, after an entire year and a half of being with him, one, to turn around and tell me, you're not like how you were when I first met you. What happened to you? Like you're not the same girl that I met in the beginning. I turned around and I was like, you happened. You.
And hey, look, I have no reason to not believe in anything you're saying. But the problem comes in when you start to paint it as every man is like this, and you sitting up and telling these stories, and you're planting these seeds and making women think that this is what they're gonna run into when they get with a man. No, that was your situation. That was your experience. It's okay to tell it, but you have to follow that up with not every man is like this, because surely you're not out there thinking that we're all built the same exact way. This is the issue with these opinions being put out there. They paint men with one brush. We can't have that. You have to separate and let people know that this is your situation and that they probably won't have the same as you. We have to make that difference and that separation whenever we talk about things like this, because it ends up painting all men with the same brush and making it seem like we're all going to give the same experience once you get with us.
One of the reasons that you have to keep going to therapy forever and you're not getting any better, girl, is because your therapists are teaching from a feminist ideology. And thank you. Feminism is actually designed to destroy you as a woman. I know. I do believe a lot of therapists genuinely have good intentions, but they are also deceived. And it's just something that I'd like to help dismantle one TikTok at a time. Follow me. Love you.
I honestly think some personal research needs to be done when selecting a therapist to bring your problems to. You have to understand the ideologies that you're trying to consume. Some of these gurus, some of these coaches, some of these therapists have no experience in the topics that they're trying to help you with. Some of these people haven't been in relationships and aren't married, or have been in failed ones. But these are the people you choose to consume this information from and who you think can help you through whatever times you're going through. You have to make sure that you're getting the right information fed to you. And we've talked about this, man. A lot of this out there is to keep you coming back. Why would they help fix you when you can come back and pay them per hour money to help talk about the problems that you think you have? A lot of this is a strategy. You have to know what you're getting into.
Dating isn't actually difficult. It's a lie. I know from all my years on Earth and from being a dating coach, what's difficult is how we approach dating. We choose the one that's unavailable. Maybe they're taken. Maybe they're too young. Maybe they're in another country. Maybe they just don't want you. But you choose them because you're up for a little challenge. And if you chose someone that already likes you, well, where's the fun in that? You choose it for an ego boost. Because if you can make the least likely person to actually get into a relationship at any time soon, then your ego gets a little boost. If you can get them obsessed, then you're going to feel good for a solid 2 seconds and not want them anymore. Because you've won, you did it. And now you're on to the next. And don't look at me like I don't do that, because you know you have. If you're watching my content, you know you have. There's probably 7 or 8 girls, guys lined up right now that would gladly marry you. But you don't want them. No, you want the one that's completely unemotionally available and maybe even told you so. Now look, this isn't true for everyone, but I'm not talking to everyone. I'm talking to the people that say dating is so difficult. The people that say that are generally the people that do this. The people that don't say that don't do this and therefore are either in a healthy, securely attached relationship or married. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to deal with yourself. It's difficult to deal with your patterns. It's difficult to choose someone who actually wants you, because then they're going to see all of you. And that's fucking terrifying. Because then what if they leave? Because if you already know they're going to leave and it's going to fail, then you can just say, well, I knew they were going to. But if you choose someone that you think might not leave, well, that's truly courageous. Because that's fucking terrifying. That's being vulnerable. That's showing up. That's taking a huge frickin' chance. But if you know who you are and your worth, then you'll do that, right? And if it doesn't, well, I know my worth, so I'll probably meet someone else. Because if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal, because you know your worth and you know who you are, and you're not looking to someone else to make you feel better about yourself. So if dating in this generation feels terrible and awful, take a look at who you're choosing. Take a look at how you're showing up. Because maybe, just maybe you're the problem. I'm literally talking to myself right now, so don't get mad at me.
She absolutely makes a lot of great points. It's difficult because of the choices we make and the people we go for. Sometimes it's right in front of you, but you see the thing over there that's a bit more shiny that would look good on you as far as public perception, as far as what you would like to happen. But sometimes that's not really the person for you, or that thing is not what you should be really focusing on. Your answer might be right in front of you, and as unattractive as that choice may be at the moment, it's probably the right choice for you. That person is probably the right one for you and will better suit you and how you operate. But you see the flashy guy or the flashy girl who's getting all the attention, and you want to see what that's about. And now you create all these problems because that's not your perfect match. And now you end up having all these issues. When the person who is more your fit right next to you, you overlooked. Fellas, I want to thank you for engaging with the channel, leaving some comments. I know we make a lot of jokes with cook people on this channel when they say ridiculous things, but there's also a lot of valuable opinions and points that are being made on some of these websites and some of these platforms that are worth paying attention to. It's a lot of females and a lot of males out there that have good ideas and opinions that really are helpful and could help us better deal with this situation as we're trying to find the partners to match with. It's very important to pay attention to these type of videos and this type of content. And there's quite a few people out there that are trying to put this out there and trying to have solutions. And I think we have to make an effort to engage with that just as much as we engage with the nonsense. I mean, we're always going to be putting up the jokes and clowning people, but we also have to delve into these type of topics. We have to dive into these discussions and really try to consume some of the things that are being said, because it really is some good ideas here and good solutions that could help us. And so we're going to keep continuing to search for this type of stuff and know that we're really putting in the effort to find a solution instead of just clowning everybody. And that's fun, but we also want answers. So there's a part 2 to this, more opinions. Obviously, as you notice, there's wrong ones and there's right ones. And this is part of the thing that we have to do. We have to pick the right opinions and find what information is good for us that would actually help us. A lot of it from the male and female side is just a grift. It's just an opportunity to keep you watching. And we don't need that. We actually need people out there with opinions that are going to help us, that are actually trying to find answers to this whole thing that we have going on today, where it's hard to find meaningful relationships. There's actual concerns, man, that we have to deal with. And this helps us when we find certain information like this that we then have to internalize and separate the good from the bad. We have to keep working, man. This is an ongoing effort, and I plan to continue it with more purpose and passion and try to make sure that we are getting the right information given to us while deciphering all the nonsense and taking all of that out. But this has been it for this one. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Until the next one.